Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight of the evening is in the Tuff-N-Uff bantamweight division. Introducing first, standing in the blue corner with an MMA record of 3 wins and 3 losses. Fighting out of Veritas MMA, Las Vegas, Nevada, Victor Mabin. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with an MMA record of 3 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Apex MMA, Tucson, Arizona, Ralphy Pacheco. Referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Tuff-N-Uff.
Take a quick look at the tail of the tape there. Pacheco with a 1-inch height and reach advantage. Also 3 years the younger.
You know, they both have about a half-dozen fights, so this is a key point in their amateur career. I don't know if there's an official number where guys decide whether they want to turn pro or not, but you know, they have enough fights, enough seasoning, and who knows, this could be a huge win for both guys.
Can't say enough for Pacheco's silky trunks there. Those are fantastic.
They sure are.
He ate a couple punches. Guillotine. He's got the full guard. His opponent standing right now. Was that a tab or no? He was just posting his hand?
Yeah, he was just posting his hand, but I'll tell you what, that was tricky. Tuff-N-Uff got in there and got a second look. He wasn't sure either.
And that's the chance you take here in amateur MMA. You go for submission. If you don't get it, now you're on the bottom. You got to do some work to get out of this position if you're not going to go for another submission.
Yeah, it looked like Pacheco. Oh, now turned to the other arm. I was going to say he briefly had the right arm secured, turned out to the left arm instead. He's got the arm bar locked in. He's got his feet in position.
Very similar to Sean Francis and David Guerrero, the same transition.
Absolutely. Beautiful transition there. Maybe able to pull his arm free. Was in some trouble there for a moment.
Kicking those legs there.
1 minute left. Halfway through the first round. Mabin.
He's really chopping away, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh!
Pacheco had enough. He got up. He had a right hand for his efforts, but at least he's back to the feet.
Oh, nice counter left there from Pacheco. Good work from both fighters early. Traded jabs. Nice right hand from Mabin.
That right hand has landed repeatedly from Mabin.
You guys hear the oohs and the ahs from the crowd? These guys are putting on a show. Nice.
Big takedown. Mabin on top was able to get the head free, setting up inside control.
May even have that arm trap too. No, looks like he's free and he got himself an underhook.
He's got about 20 seconds to secure this round. He's got to go to work.
Mabin in control on top in the final seconds of the opening round. Tries to transition, winds up in his opponent's guard. Pacheco actually busier off of his back. A little bit of back and forth action there.
Yeah, I thought Mabin, once he was in side control, would have been better off with a few strikes, solidify that round. He wanted to climb the mount, but there just wasn't enough time for him to operate.
Goes, what'd you think?
I got to give that round to Mabin. I think some of those strikes that he threw, primarily that big right hand, he landed it a few times over and over, and getting that takedown at the end, I think kind of secured it for him. But if he does get that position again, I mean, as you see, he was trying to advance his position. There just isn't time for that. You really have to secure these rounds.
Yeah, it's an interesting challenge with the 2-minute rounds. You know, once you do get to the floor, you really don't have time to set up and hold the position. You really need to transition quickly and just mount any kind of offense you can. But I agree with both of you. I think Mabin took the opening round, but Pacheco is certainly in this fight as well. He's very dangerous. So I think he had some moments, and I think with just some minor adjustments, he can be right back in this fight.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, more of the focus on Pacheco, it looked like it was technique talk. And over here in Mabin's corner, if you look, it looked like he was trying to gather him, compose him, and calm him down because he was breathing deeply.
All right, round 2 underway of this 135-pound contest. Victor Mabin in the black and red trunks there. Ralphy Pacheco in the red, white, and blue satin. Big strikes.
Nice head movement by Mabin, too.
Oh!
He ate his shin, though.
High kick just off the chin. That was about an inch away from being a highlight reel knockout.
It sure was.
And again, Pacheco trying to go for a submission, ends up on his back. Let's see what he can do here.
Active guard there underneath, turning again for that arm bar.
Mabin recognizes and pulls it out. Tell you what, if I'm Mabin, I think I want this fight back in the feet. And that's exactly what happens.
Back away. Mabin using the jab at the behest of his corner.
They've been still hitting hard, but it looks like he's lost a little bit of steam from those earlier punches in the first round. Nice takedown.
Another big takedown. Halfway through the second round here, halfway through the fight.
I think Matt Hughes would have been proud of that one. He carried him across the whole cage.
That was impressive. Oh, nice hammer fist from underneath there. Mabin looking for the sweep, or Pacheco looking for the sweep.
Pacheco's savvy, isn't he?
Oh, turned again for the arm.
Very nice.
Mabin might be in trouble here.
He may have it. Oh, wow.
Oh, excellent reversal from Mabin. Thought he might be in trouble. That arm was fully extended.
It sure was.
He was able to roll with the hold.
You know, I think you're right, George. I think that's the safest bet, is just to kind of get up and keep it on the feet.
Pull out and start.
Oh, nice flurry of punches. Mabin landed clean.
Yeah, Pacheco's got to move his
smiling
head.
at him.
Pacheco's got to move his head. He ate a couple of those. He didn't need to.
Wow, nice strike to the leg there from Pacheco. Final seconds of this second frame. It's been another entertaining one between these bantamweights.
Oh, wow, did you see that? Incredible.
What a spectacular acrobatic move there by Mabin. Didn't land, but that was fun to watch.
And I'll tell you what, Tuff-N-Uff is not short on highlight reel stoppages, that's for sure.
Absolutely, that was a lot of fun. Gentlemen, another round for Victor Mabin?
Yeah, that's the way I score it.
Yeah, I believe
I mean,
so.
Pacheco had some nice attempts at submissions, but it just wasn't enough to overrule what Mabin was doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think worst case scenario for Victor Mabin, I mean, that first round was close. I think he's up 2-0. Worst case scenario, it's 1-1. But
right.
Victor Mabin, you know, he looked to lose a little bit of a zip on his punch there halfway through it. Pacheco was starting to counter, but Mabin countered that by just taking the fight to the floor. So good, solid work all the way around.
Yeah, you see a fighter escape one submission, 2 submissions. When you start to get to 3 and 4, I'm not so sure he wants this to go to the ground and toy with that anymore in round 3.
John, like you said, Mabin has to feel like at worst it's 1-1. He still has to go out and win this round. But I think for Pacheco, he has to believe that it could be 0-2 or 2018, and he needs a finish.
Absolutely. Third and final round here underway. Victor Mabin in the black and red. Pacheco in those fantastic saddles.
Oh, wow.
Great
Catch him with a
left
nice left.
Oh, big left. Well, Pacheco, we knew he needed to come out firing. He's doing exactly that. Pacheco trying to defend the takedown here as Mabin presses him to the cage. Pacheco's doing some fantastic work with his strikes early on.
Guys are cinched up, locked up. Let's see what happens. Mabin's got a single.
Let's see if he can pull
Puts him on his butt.
Pacheco falling again for that guillotine choke. His left side is trapped up against the fence a little bit. Mabin looked like some blood coming out of the nose, maybe the mouth there, but didn't look incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
Yep,
Pulls his head out. Now, remember, very smooth transitions from Pacheco. He's got to be careful. The trouble's not over yet.
Once again for Pacheco, it's the guillotine choke. I mean, it's obviously an effective finishing move, but if you don't hit it, you end up giving up the position. Now, again, he's transitioning to the armbar, but so far, Mabin has sniffed out every one of those and moved past him.
Let's see what Mabin does. Does he grapple with him or does he get up?
Boy, Pacheco hits hard from his back.
He sure does. He's very accurate with his strikes, too.
Mabin on top here, and I'll say this, even though Mabin is in top position, Pacheco's been the busier fighter. If by chance it is 1-1, he could be making a case of winning this fight from the bottom.
And we're 90 seconds in, 30 seconds to go. This could be his.
Mabin's in a great position right here. I think he needs to land some strikes as much as he can to secure this round, because you guys are right. It has been close.
Yep, you can hear Mabin's corner calling for strikes. They want to see it. 15 seconds left in this third and final round. Victor Mabin controlling inside control. And referee Chris Tione going to call for a stand-up.
See what kind of a finish we get here, guys, with 5 seconds left.
Pacheco going for broke. Mabin going to finish with the big takedown.
Could that be the difference, guys?
Round ends there.
Yeah, top position control from Mabin. He was up there for a while, some strikes and a couple slams. But, you know, Pacheco was the busier guy for most of the round.
Interesting. I mean, we thought Mabin was up 2-0 coming in, but there was a slight possibility it was 1-1. That third and final round was very close. You have to give a lot of credit for Ralph Pacheco, I should say, for you know, driving hard until the final bell.
Yeah.
Could make this interesting.
He thinks he may have gotten the nod.
Scale defense there. Referee / judge Mark Smith made it very clear that he needed to get right back off of it as quickly as possible. trying to teach the proper practices there as well. You don't get the same kind of leeway as Jose Aldo.
Crowd surfing.
You don't get to do that. So, all right, I think all three of us have Victor Mabin taking this by unanimous decision. But I tell you what, it could be close, and there's a case to be made for Ralphy Pacheco. If nothing else, Ralphy Pacheco certainly handled himself very well in the fight, and I like the grit and determination to the very end.
Yeah, I can't wait to see both guys fight again.
Yep. Let's take it up to Justin Bernard and get the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a 3-round war, we have your winner by split decision, the red corner, Ralphy Pacheco.
I think we all saw that as a strong possibility.
Yeah, I mean, you hear the boos from the crowd. I think most of them kind of felt the way we did, that Mabin probably did enough to take it. But again, credit to Pacheco, did not quit until the very end, and I think that's why he was able to steal it.
I think there were some subtleties there, things that he was doing that we maybe, we had a better angle of that maybe the crowd didn't see. He was active from the bottom, and even though he didn't have the oohs and ahs from the big slams and some of the bigger strikes, he still had enough activity to win under the guidelines of a 10-9 round.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, Ralphy Pacheco is obligated to give him a rematch. That's my Dana White statement.
Sign me up.
All right, well, that was a fun fight. We still got 4 left, including 3 championship matchups. Stay tuned here in Las Vegas for more Tuff-N-Uff, the future stars of mixed martial arts.